Hey there, hi there, everyone. So I decided that I'm going to do a dream reading and take a little break from the love readings. I will finish them up soon, but I just feel like it's important to cover dreams like on a weekly basis. Um, and yeah, so I'm going to cover dreams. I'm going to use my Christmas Pixie Whisper Tarot deck for this. Ooh, the Magician. Oh, yes. I love this energy. Okay, so the Magician is wielding a very powerful energy right now. There's a sword behind the Magician. The Magician is actually like popping up out of this cup, right? The chalice here. The pentacle seems larger than life, right? The cup is so big that the Magician can fit inside it. The wand is so big that like it's like a support beam, really. And the sword is so big too. It's like your words are very powerful right now. So collectively, for all the energy, for all the signs, and the magician is actually holding this. It's like it looks sort of like a candlestick, but there's a light on both ends. So I'm curious to what this is. And there's a lot of light coming off of it. So also, I don't know if you ever saw the movie Stardust. I talked about it in my last reading. I think I did. I think it was Leo's reading or Libra. Might have been Libra that I posted. But I watched this movie Stardust, very magical movie about a star that takes human form, played by Claire Danes, and she falls to what is known as like Earth. And okay, sweetie. And so anyway, so basically there's this thing called the Babylon candle, and the candle can transport you to like anywhere you want to go, and you just have to think of it in your head. And that is kind of like the vibe and the energy that I'm getting off of this like double-ended candle here. Okay, so right now I feel like you're being held in this very comfortable emotional place right now. It's very comforting to know you are like emotionally supported right now at this time. And I feel like you could go anywhere right now with this energy. Like it doesn't have to be literal, it can be metaphorical, but you can take this energy anywhere you want to go right now. Okay. Oh my God. And Temperance, the Magician and Temperance together. Yes, I've been feeling this energy collectively for a while now. So the angel is pouring water, which symbolizes feelings and emotions, into both cups, one going into the other and vice versa. So you have to like I feel like you have to really honestly trust in your angels right now, your guardian angels that are protecting you and guiding you on this like spiritual path you're on right now. You have a lot that you just want to get off your chest and just release right now, because you've been like held back. Not because you're not so much as it like a fear thing factor. It's more of like you've been bombarded over and over again with like these emotional sort of attacks, and you're finally like ready to say like, no, I'm calling on my guardian angels, I'm calling on my magician, powerful magician creative energy here, and I am just fully tapping into this place that you want to go right now. Okay. And it looks like the sun is coming up here in the background as well. So like brighter days ahead, brighter moments ahead. Also the red cardinal, that symbolizes an ancestor, like a loved one is protecting you and sending you a message of protection. You are protected at this time. And I know from my own personal experience with red cardinals, because I grew up and I saw birds all the time in my backyard, and especially red cardinals, they were there just every year. The red cardinals were there, especially in the winter time. And my dad would tell me that red cardinals were my grandma, his mother, Dorothy's favorite birds. So after my grandma Dorothy passed away, whenever I see a red cardinal, I think of her and I think like she's watching over me and like protecting me, and I'm on the right path. So I feel that energy of my grandma Dorothy coming through here. And she also loved birds. Like I think that's where I get it from, honestly. And my dad loves birds too. I wonder where he got it from. She used to have like those little canaries in cages and bird cages. Yeah, so anyways, so you are being protected here by, ancestors, bird guides, spirit guides. You are definitely being protected here. Two of Wands. Oh, look, the red cardinal appears again. Look at this. And look at you looking at the world here. This is you looking at the world. And it's so funny because my daughter Angel got this globe. My husband got her this globe. He was helping his mom clean up when she was moving, and she gave him some toys and stuff for the kids. And yeah, so here you are holding this world here, and so basically my 4-year-old daughter saw the globe and she started spinning it and then stopped and said, "This is where I want to go." And I distinctly remember that memory as a child doing that myself. So it's like you have a lot of like child synchronicities here, like remembering when you were a child and how you saw the world and how you envisioned the world being a better place, a more just place, I feel like, and how you would travel and see these different places and experience these different cultures and environments and communities, and you would see where you belonged and how you fit in. And I feel like you're like just scratching the surface on that, but it things are starting to make a lot of sense for you now. Okay. And we have the world card. Okay, yes. See? Like, celebrate the world. So, anyways, I would just want to keep this reading short because I think it's just important to touch base on here on the emphasis. Oh, I have my alarm going off here. Okay. On the importance of like dreams and visions and goals here. Okay. So tying this all together with your dreams is basically like when you dream of different worlds, right? You dream of different realities. You go into dark, shadowy places. You go into bright, sunny um, plateaus, right? Like there's so many different dream styles, right? Like there's so many different scenarios, there's so many different characters. But at the one thing that stays consistent, the one thing that stays the same in all of this is you. You're always in the dream, or you're always viewing the dream. You're always watching it, okay? Because you're always telling yourself a story and you're sending yourself messages. So when you wake up and you're trying to make sense of it all, this type of reading is the make sense of it all. Basically, it's like, why did I dream that I was traveling to this bright sunny place with warm sandy beaches, right? Well, that's because bright times are ahead. The summer is coming. I don't know what region you live in or what state. I live in New York State, so it's winter here, but summer is coming. Right? Not winter is coming like Game of Thrones, but summer is coming. Okay, so like it's going to be time to celebrate no matter what season it is, right? No matter what you're experiencing, you're going to be able to wake up and fully embrace and experience every new day and every new beginning. And I feel like in your dreams, you're like still questioning, like, where do I go? Where am I supposed to be? Or why am I here? There's so many questions. But the thing is, the most important thing of all is that you don't need to question anything. You just need to be. Just be observant. Be the viewer, right? Be the one looking through the lens and seeing everything in front of you. And when you do that, things start making sense. Like the messages come through for you, the characters come through for you, the environment comes through for you, and it explains to you in like more like literal form what you're feeling and how you can handle certain stresses and certain challenges and certain characters in your life. So this is a very like broad collective energy that I'm picking up on. That's why I'm doing like this is just collectively for all signs. You can all get messages, you can all receive things, because at the center of everything is you, right? Like you're the main character in your own story. And what does your main character want to tell you? What do you want to tell yourself? How do you want your story to be? You want to be in a world where you can celebrate, where you can feel free, where you're not afraid of being vulnerable, where you're not afraid of being yourself, where you're not going to be threatened, where you can feel safe in your environment. Okay? And look, the world is holding 2 of these double-sided like candles. Honestly, like I'm going to look up what these things symbolize. Because I'm very interested to know. Because the magician has one as well. They do remind me of like double-ended candles. But yeah, I will look it up and find out. Okay. Oh, this is one of my Moon Witch cards. Waning Gibbous, count your blessings. Yeah, your dreams want you to know, count your blessings. Okay, there are many blessings on the way to you now, and you have many things to be grateful for and appreciate at this time. Okay, so you are really essentially at your core and at the essence of who you are, and your energy right now is very I think it looks like a very strong feminine energy. I feel like a very strong like ancestral feminine energy is protecting you and guiding you at this time. I feel like you're being very strong, you're being very vocal, you're being very powerful. There's a lot of good positive things on the way, and you're taking out that globe and like you're stopping it and pointing to a place where you want to go. And that doesn't have to be literal. It can be a feeling or an emotion. Like you want to go to a place where you feel safe. You want to go to a place where you can learn new things and have good experiences. All positive though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't want negative, right? No one wants the negative stuff. Yeah, 4 of Swords. Time for rest. Time for relaxation. Time to feel at peace, at home. Okay? So these swords aren't hanging on the wall because they're trying to attack this person laying here, right? They're swords that this person has earned, like degrees or certificates, stories and adventures that they have gone on, journeys that they have gone on, that they can go back to and remember the lesson they learned there. Like words are powerful. Words can be used as weapons, right? Words can be like swords, or right? Because we don't live in a Renaissance medieval time era where people have swords and shields and everything is super medieval, right? No, we live in a time where people use their words to describe how they're feeling and how they are processing what they are experiencing, right? So this is an energy that is okay to be in. It's good to be in at this time, like a peaceful night's rest, a peaceful night's sleep without any chaotic nonsense, right? Without wondering if there's going to be something in the future that is just another attack, right? You don't want that. You don't want another nightmare. You don't want to have nightmares when you fall asleep at night, and you don't want to have nightmares like experiences when you wake up either, right? Okay, you want a peaceful life. That's why you have like moons and sun on the shield here, day and night, right? You want peace during both experiences. Okay. All right, so I'll just pull a couple more cards for you. Yeah, the sneaky 7 of Swords. There it is, that sneaky little devil. There's definitely an energy of somebody like spying on you, sneaking on you, trespassing, harassing, like not respecting you or your time, using words to cause more harm than the opposite of that. It's just a very sneaky type of person that thinks that they're not going to get caught, or wants to be mischievous, misguiding, misleading. A spy, somebody who's on the opposite team of you and who is like rooting for you to fail, right? It's not a nice energy, right? But luckily for you, we have the 8 of Wands. Okay, so this is messages coming in of strength, and I feel like it's also messages of boundaries and borders, putting up those protective force fields. And 6 of Swords, the man, the woman, and the child, leaving behind the stressful situations that they find themselves in and going and heading toward a better, newer destination. This isn't necessarily literal. This is a better state of mind, a better state of being. Okay? Some people take things very literal and then that isn't how things, that's not really the natural order of how things need to be or should be. You can think of things as a feeling, as a state of mind, as an emotional support place, as a place where you know that you are protected and you are safe, and that transfers and manifests into the literal place over time. Okay. Yes, sweetie. Okay, so yeah, with that all being said, look, here's your Ace of Cups. You started off this reading with, oh, this is the Queen of Cups. It looked like the Ace for a second, but there's the Queen sitting there. Okay, so the Queen is holding the Ace of Cups, essentially, right? And the Magician was holding, well, the cup actually, I'm sorry, was holding the Magician. So think about this. Think about a nurturing, loving, divine, feminine, wise, emotional, intelligent woman, energy, feminine energy, holding you and supporting you, the creative. You are supported here. Okay? You are. And look, there's a crystal ball here, like a snow globe, with a little cute little house and a moon and snowflakes and snow and little trees. Okay? So you are very, like, well protected here. Okay? Now you could be dealing with feminine energies that want the opposite for you, right? They want to plan your demise, or they don't care that you're supported emotionally. They don't care about your mental stability or well-being. They don't care if you are dealing with difficult times, all of that, right? But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, right? Because you are strong and you are protected. You know how to nurture and love yourself. You know how to get creative here. You know how to draw on your strengths here. You know how to be strong and powerful leader here with emotional intelligence, with love and nurturing in your soul and your heart, okay, and your mind. So don't worry about the other energies that are constantly trying to put you under fire, right? Like to, like stir up chaos, stir up trouble. It's there's no need for that, okay? Now you have the Fool card, right? And I love this energy. So this is where I'm going to leave off with these cards here. But the Fool, it's okay to take a leap of faith on yourself. Believe in yourself. Trust in yourself. You are ready for this. You are ready to believe your dreams and your visions of having a stable world environment to live in, a mental well-being state of mind and peace of mind is worth it. It's what you deserve. Okay? And there's a dog there. Loyalty, trust. Okay? Kindness. And the Fool isn't like this, distorted person that's like just erratic behavior, right? This is somebody who is knowing that the path ahead is not always going to be just a straight and narrow path. There's going to be obstacles, there's going to be challenges, but they know that they can draw on loyalty and trust, and they can believe that they are going the right way because they have the support they need. Okay, that if they hit a challenge, that friend, that pal is going to be there helping them, right? Okay, so that's what I'm getting from all that. Yeah, all good energies, ahead. Yeah, for sure. All right, so let me see. Okay, here we go. Yes, so we'll have sacred ceremonies. I remind your soul of the sacredness of the world. Yes, okay? So ceremonies celebrate the world, okay? Um, there is a sacredness to the world we live in. There's a sacredness to the world that you want to live in and that you hope to create. Like world peace. I was just watching Miss Congeniality the other day, one of my favorite movies as a kid. And I watch it now as an adult with my own daughters. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is still my favorite movie ever. Like one of my favorites, Sandra Bullock favorites. Okay, all-time favorites. And she at first is like this woman who's like more masculine than feminine, but then she learns that it's okay to be feminine and it's okay to be masculine. And it's just a beautiful like full circle moment. Like the world, there's a circle, all right, around her, protecting her. And she learns that with her strengths, she can protect the women that have not learned to protect themselves because they were taught to be just only feminine. But you can be both. You can do masculine and feminine energies. That is perfectly fine. And so she saves the pageant, the Miss America pageant, and she rescues her friends, and they award her the Miss Congeniality award, and she is like, I do want world peace, right? Like she doesn't want the world to be full of bad guys. She doesn't want the world to be full of hostile people that are always like attacking other people because they're butthurt because they're getting fired, or their time in the limelight is over, whatever. That's no excuse for bad behavior. That's no excuse for mistreating people, especially because we all live in this world. We all share this world. So why make it a hostile place? What's the point in that? And so anyway, she's like, I do want world peace. Her job is to create world peace, essentially. So it's kind of like a full circle moment for her. And what that symbolizes, it's not just something people say because, like, they're like, oh, yeah, it'd be nice if everyone just got along. And they're naive, right? No, we're not naive. We know what's going on. That's why world peace is so important. Yeah, I just like encourage you, all of you who are watching this, that collectively just remember, like, this world is about creating peace and harmony and balance, and it's also about like addressing bad behavior. It's also addressing the people who are not making you get a good night's sleep. It's also about addressing the people who are creating and wreaking havoc on our lives on a daily basis. Like, we can advocate for ourselves. We can advocate for justice. We can advocate for doing the right thing. Okay, so right now you're just like embracing that and seeing that for the first time, I feel like, and reminding yourself of that. Like, you don't have to live in a stressful situation. You can address the stressful situations in your life and take that leap of faith on yourself. Like, trust in your voice, speak your voice, speak your peace into existence, manifest a better, safer environment for yourself so you can have your dreams come true, so you can have a good night's sleep. Okay, so you're very supported. You're very like you're celebrating. You're having ceremonies. You're rejoicing. You're having a good time, but you're also addressing the stressful things in your life and telling these stressful situations, or those that are causing these stressful situations, that's not okay. That behavior is not okay, and it is not a necessary behavior to project onto another person. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna find out like what the magician is holding. Double-ended white wands. Oh, okay. In their right hands. Okay, so it is a wand. And then the world, she has two wands. Okay, wow. See, I never knew what that was. It is a wand, I guess you could say. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Interesting. As above, so below. Reference to the spiritual and physical realms on the table before him. A pentacle, sword, and a cup representing the four suits of the minor arcana. Okay. He holds a double-ended white wand. The ends are interpreted much like the hand gestures, and that they represent the magician's status as conduit between the spiritual and physical. Okay? His robe is similar, also white, a symbol of purity, yet also an experience, while his red mantle is understood through the lens of red's widely polarized color symbolism, both a representative of willpower and passion, and one of egotism, rage, and revenge. Oh my. Okay. So, the magician is in a garden of Rose of Sharon and Lily of the Valley. Oh, demonstrating the culture of aspiration, the magician's ability to cultivate and fulfill potential. Very cool. Very interesting. Okay, now I want to know what is the world? Uh, double. Okay. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I'm looking for. Total empowerment, perspective, and mastery. Yep. The dancer holds the two double-sided wands, representing the polarity powers of involution and evolution. Wow. Involution is the descent of God into the soul or our consciousness, and evolution is the ascent of the soul back to God or Creator. Interesting. So I feel like for as far as this goes, as far as like this is a dream reading goes, it's like you are taking the messages you are getting from like the spiritual realm, right? You could consider the dream world the spiritual realm, and you are making sense of it in the literal term when you wake up. And you're like, oh, now I know why I was having that dream, right? Now I know why I'm seeing these synchronicities and these signs, because I am meant to travel. I am meant to experience new worlds. I'm meant to create a better place. And how do you do that, right? You start advocating for yourself. You start speaking up about the injustices of the world. You start manifesting and wishing for world peace and a better world and a better economy, right? Among other things, because I know the economy is like in the garbage can at this time. There's a lot of people struggling right now. A lot of people who don't have the financial means to protect themselves against, corruption and against, people in power who are taking away their basic rights of free medical care, of, having places to go to feel safe. And it's happening all over the world, literally. But, when you look at your current state of affairs and like what you alone are experiencing, you can see how what's going out there in the world that doesn't directly affect you, there's like small little things that are happening to you that are very similar to what's happening on a larger scale, because people are getting it in their minds that it's okay to be corrupt, it's okay to be evil, it's okay to screw over the poor people, it's okay to screw over the person that has come on bad luck, and not sympathize with them and not empathize with them, and that's just wrong. So I hope that all your dreams come true. I hope the best for you. Love and light always. Remember, you are a strong, beautiful person. You have a lot of strength and courage within yourself, and you can achieve great things. And keep creating your magic. Keep staying true to yourself. You're a very emotionally intelligent person. And I hope collectively all of you subscribe to my channel and like it, because that's what the algorithm needs in order for my channel to keep growing. And if not, that's cool too. Bye.